Okay, the 6th episode of Peacemaker has been released on HBO Max, so now I talk about it with spoilers. That is a spoiler warning. If you have not watched this 6th episode of Peacemaker yet, do not watch this video unless you don't care. You have been warned. So I like how this episode starts out, because at the end of the last episode it looked like there was going to be a throwdown between Adebayo and Myrn, but it turns out Myrn is actually a good guy still. Yeah, the butterfly in his brain. So the butterflies, they possess people ultimately, because now Myrn is talking from the perspective of the butterfly in his brain, because he's like, yeah, I found the worst person I could find. I can see this person's thoughts. I actually think that's really cool, because the Myrn we thought we knew is not the Myrn we thought we knew. He's been this alien butterfly the whole time. I just think that's neat. And Harcourt, being the badass she is, she figured it out. When that bomb went off in the 3rd episode and he didn't take any hits from that, she was like, yeah, okay, something's up. So she figured it out. But apparently this butterfly that's in Myrn's head is a good guy. He explains that he was the sole deserter of his race. All the other butterflies, they want to possess everyone and take over the world, but apparently this one is like, let's not do that. It's like Venom. You know how in Venom all the symbiotes wanted to take over the world, but then Venom turned against his own race. Pretty much the same thing happened here. I like that though, because it's cool. We have a butterfly on our side. Then we catch up with Peacemaker. He's in the classroom. This whole classroom bit, some parts were funny, some were not. I like the part where he was like, yeah, I saw Wonder Woman once at a party and she was eye-effing me from across the room. Of course he's lying. He's never met Wonder Woman or the Flash. It was still funny though. Also, we have Augie Smith getting out of jail because Detective Song's like, yeah, I've had enough of this shit. Lyle ain't the boss of me. So she manages to get Augie out, much to the anger of Woody Harrelson and Charles Dance's love child. And so Augie Smith goes back to his racist ass cult. I mean, they're wearing Klan masks. It's bad. I was like, oh shit, okay, so James Gunn's going hardcore here. And they're putting the white dragon suit on him and holy shit. I'm not gonna spoil this, but they have a sneak peek for the next episode next week. Dude, holy fuck, this guy's crazy. I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing that. Like, what kind of shit can White Dragon do? Vigilante's a dipshit. Can I just say it? Yeah, we have the scene where Peacemaker and Vigilante, they're talking with the butterfly, because we actually found a way. We're like, hey, we can communicate with this thing. We can ask it yes or no questions, but Vigilante is just... He's a dumbass, and at this point, his stupidity is really starting to get on my nerves. Because I, for one, never found stupidity funny in terms of comedy. Like, if someone is being stupid, I don't see the humor in that, which is why I have no interest in seeing the new Jackass movie. I actually found it kind of liberating when Peacemaker was like, alright, dude, shut the fuck up. Because I was like, yes, that's what I want to say to him. Good job, man, I'm living vicariously through you in this moment. It sucks, though, because it looks like we're finally gonna start getting some answers out of these butterflies, whatever they are. Let's start asking it some questions, but no, Vigilante's a dipshit. We don't get any answers. At least not from this scene. We do get answers from Myrn about the cow, and apparently they have this animal that supplies that orange goo juice stuff. And if we kill that, we kill all the butterflies, and we win. Alright, cool, we have a goal now. But since Augie Smith is out of jail, the police are like, alright, let's go after Peacemaker. So they arrive at his place, and they're like, oh fuck, okay, let's escape through the roof. During this whole escape scene, I was like, really? None of the cops want to look up? Yeah, come on, they would have seen them. I call bullshit right there during this scene. I mean, Peacemaker and Vigilante and the Eagle, they're all escaping up in the trees. They are making some noise. You would think someone would hear them. The cops get into his place and Peacemaker lowers the roof back on. You would think someone in there would hear the sound of him closing the roof. It did make a sound after all, but no one hears them. Really? They do get caught though. Vigilante falls and he breaks the jar that the butterfly was in because it was strapped to his back and he landed on his back. So the jar broke. And the butterfly gets out, which, alright, apparently this butterfly was the leader of all of them, the one that was in Senator Goff in the 3rd episode. This is the big bad here, I guess, so the fact that it's escaped and free, that's not good. That's bad news. And it gets Detective Song of all people, and it crawls inside her mouth, and it's all gross, and I was like, yeah, that was gnarly. That was cool. Because it was like the movie Alien and shit. You know, she's convulsing, she's bleeding from the mouth, except instead of the alien bursting out, it's burrowing in. I dug it. So now Detective Sophie Song is the one possessed by the leader of the alien butterflies. More on her in a bit. Because the one thing that Vigilante does that I didn't mind in this episode was bring up a fair point. They're in the car that Lyle supplied for them, which, oh yeah, real quick. The fact that he was stone-faced when he was killing those dudes, and he was even mocking that one officer, like, no, please don't. Bam, bam. The way that scene set it up, I was like, Dude, that is brutal right there for sure. Because, I mean, throughout this entire season, we've seen people murder people, like, cold-blooded, you know, like, without even thinking about it. And there's that whole moral dilemma that's been going on with Adebayo and with Peacemaker himself. Like, dude, that is taking someone's life. Do they deserve it? Do they not? And Vigilante brings up, yeah, dude, you used to be that way. I thought we were buddies. We would go out and kill people and we'd have a good time. Now you've had this random change of heart. What gives? And yeah, me personally, I am curious. I mean, I'm not advocating murder here or anything, but the fact that Peacemaker had this change of heart and we don't really know why yet, or at least I don't know why. I want to know, because it's killing me. That was good. That was a good one. Later on, when Peacemaker reunites with the team, I'm curious about the fact that no one decides to tell him that Myrn is a butterfly. Because Peacemaker's like, yeah, you guys know a lot. How do you know so much? And then no one says anything, and Peacemaker's like,
guys, what the hell?
Not even Adebayo is saying anything, which that hit deep. Come on, I thought they were forming a close friendship. That look that Peacemaker gives her, you can tell he's like, dude, even you? Dude, that's messed up. But then again, I do kind of see their side of it because I feel like if one of them were to tell him that Myrn is a butterfly, I feel like Peacemaker would be like, alright, let's kill him. I don't think Peacemaker would believe that Myrn's butterfly is in fact a good guy. So because of that, they don't tell Peacemaker. Alright, well, makes sense to me. Yeah, actually it does. And so then we get this whole montage where the newly possessed Song goes into the police precinct and all these butterflies come with her and they just take over everyone. I mean, not just all the officers, mind you, but even all the prisoners in the jail cells, and even Lyle gets possessed. And so we see them all walking out with these weird creepy smiles like Pennywise and shit. And I was like, oh shit, okay. We're in trouble. This, I imagine, is gonna be like the big army that we're gonna have to take on in the final episodes, you know? The big final boss battle. Alright, I can dig that. Then we have this scene where Peacemaker sits down at a piano and he starts playing this song. I was like, okay, this is random, but I strangely like it. I don't know what it is about this scene, honestly. Maybe it's the music, maybe it's the fact that it sounds live because the piano's slightly out of tune. I can tell that because I have perfect pitch. Or if it's the look on his face, or if it's the cinematography or what, but I don't know. Something about this scene hit me. I think it's actually the fact that he is a musician that knows how to play piano, because none of us saw it coming. So it struck me in a good way. I like this scene. It's a good one. In fact, I think it's going to be a highlight of the season for me. And so at the end of the episode, we see this police conference where they're like, all right, Peacemaker is public enemy number 1. Every police precinct in the country now knows it. So all right, we're gearing up for the final boss fight. We are in trouble now with a good amount of enemies on our tail. The newly possessed butterfly army, plus White Dragon. We got our hands full now. I am sure this season is gonna close off with a bang, with 2 episodes left to go. So in the end, this 6th episode of Peacemaker, I dug it. But in terms of sheer enjoyment, I'm pretty sure we're all on the same page that Book of Boba Fett won this week. Just saying. But of course, I'm still enjoying the hell out of Peacemaker. Maybe this episode was a little slow, so let's try to pick up the pace in the final act. I'm optimistic though. So, episode 6 of Peacemaker, titled Chapter 6, Myrn After Reading. Have you watched it yet? What do you think about it? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And of course, thank you for subscribing. Peace!